Salvete Spectatores, it's me and welcome back to Attila and yet another land battle. This time it's me as the Huns versus the Ostrogoths, which come pike heavy and missile heavy and not too much cav. Once again, I cannot repeat this too often, cav is key. That's an interesting terrain. It's a mixture of snow and swamp and stuff. And it's a little bit uneven because I have this massive hill advantage here. But my opponent also has this small hill, so he could deploy right on this ridge and he would hold the cav advantage. So for the first time I went with some rather considerable missile cav contingent. 3 Hunnic mounted bows and 1 Hunnic, what's it called? Hunnic warlord with 3 Bonzer Sharons upgrades. And they have some serious punching power because the Hunnic mounted bows carry 23 arrows and the Hunnic warlord even 36, so that's huge. They are 60 men, 36 arrows. I mean, I'm not a math genius, but it's a huge amount. And I have my calculator ready. It's more than 2,000 arrows, so that's nice. Hunnic bows. And I have a problem here, the red line can be dangerous, so I stopped, I disenabled the automatic, what's it called? Running away stuff, the kiting thing, and I am convinced that manual kiting is key when you try to pull off those things. And as you see, I was already able to lighten one of those trees. And for a second I was very afraid that they would catch me, but that wood also slows down him considerably. And as you can see, the fire arrows do damage to the normal Germanic horsemen and set the whole tree, the whole forest on fire. And he's just not able to catch me. I'm faster. And those have Parthian shot, those horse archers, and are able to pepper them. And when they turn around, when they put their shields in the wrong direction, it's even more painful. And the second they turn, I turn and come closer again and just pepper them with arrows. And they're cheap, the horsemen, they cost like 500 some more talents, and the noble Germanic horsemen are much more expensive and can't do anything. I have enough arrows, so I won't run out of them. Already 1/3 down, and on this other side I have those two. And it's a little bit more difficult because I'm afraid of those elite Germanic archers with huge upgrades and Germanic crossbowmen. If they get a volley off, they will just stomp my warlord to the ground. He has some nice armor, like 25 for a... I mean, nice armor for a mounted bow unit, it's nice. And definitely some sweet graphics going on, once more. This is Attila. And I put on heavy shot and showered the Germanic crossbowmen until I realized that was not very effective. And I just decided to charge. But I didn't see all the other units there, although I was able to see, but I didn't took them into account, and therefore I'll commit a grievous mistake right here. I'm charging my Hunnic warlord into those Germanic crossbowmen, and they're not turning or doing anything. And this should do massive damage, this uphill charge, although. But now those Gothic Palatina guards can attack, and they will throw their axes. Or what did they carry? I didn't see. And my Hunnic warlord got peppered and they lost 10 men, that's bad. And is even under more fire. I have no idea how crossbowmen can shoot flaming bolts, but there it is, and I lost nearly half my general. I can be happy that my general didn't die. And when you look at the map, it's changing somehow, like the snow is melting during the battle. I don't know if this affects anything, but I still hold the advantage of the hill, so I'm not too concerned. And once again I try to bait my the enemy cavalry into attacking me. And I also have no idea why flaming arrows have a bonus versus large. Like, they do more damage when they're flaming arrows. And once again the cavalry falls for it and charges. And due to some reason this time they're able to catch me. But they won't kill too many Huns when they, like, get them. And I just run away further, and at this point I see, okay, my opponent's cav is way out here and without support of infantry. Those are doing nothing, by the way. So I decided to, like, pin his cav on the right flank, and as you can see here, I move all my super savage Hunnic Devil cav, first wave lancers, etc. up here. Oh, I forgot to cover the armies. Yes, my opponent went pike heavy and missile heavy in the front. I have those super strong Bosporan warriors and 1 infantry. They're few numbers but strong. And these steppe tribes people make excellent meat shields, especially noble from those Bosporan warriors to send their women forth. They're eager to die for their men. Because it's interesting, in those units there are no women whatsoever, and in this crappy, like, militia type of unit, there are even, I believe there are more women than men. So that's funny. Here, once again, I don't know what my opponent is doing, but he lost track of those cav and got rear charged, and this is bad for him. Though the Gothic general is a decent melee cav, you never want to get your general, like, isolated as it is here. I killed one of the horse cav here and catch the other. I'm doing friendly fire right here and shooting my own guys as well as the enemy noble Germanic horse. I have to silence his Germanic crossbowman with my Hunnic Devil cav. That's a little bit overkill right there, but it's definitely satisfying for me. And the Gothic general does an excellent job in holding his ground, and it even wow, my steppe-mounted tribes people, okay, they are much inferior to his noble horsemen, and I can continue to shoot. They even have 1/3 or 1/4 of the enemy left, so that's good. And there's some Hunnic Devil cav incoming. They've tasted blood and they want more. So I believe I'll send them down here to charge channel. Oh no, I believe I sent them to, like, kill the Paladino defectors. And my opponent is reacting slowly, pulls some of his pikes and swords away. General gets recharged. I mean, there are 3 whole super strong units against him, and he holds and holds. So this is a strong general unit, I have to admit. And then I see that I have to go. Oh my god, this is bad too. So my opponent does a good job of defending his general. I believe he didn't die, although it was in a quite precarious situation. Now, I missed a little bit of skirmishing around here, where my bow cav... Well, my general got destroyed, unfortunately. I didn't pay attention. But my Hunnic mounted bows could shoot the other cav that killed my general. And now I am approaching. And as you can see, my opponent also uses flaming shot for my mounted units. I don't like it, but it's the way it is. It's effective against cav. And I sent in my crappy steppe tribespeople first. Holy shit! So... Never attack Ostrogothic pikemen in the elite version from the front. That's not a good idea. Oh my goodness. Those people went in for... Oh my god, they didn't do anything. They just stood there and ate up all of the enemies. There was a feint throw, and I hope... I thought I could take them on headlong, but... Yeah, sure, they're not dying as fast. It's just the no armor of these tribespeople, but it definitely looked funny. And I'm a little bit concerned about these units surrounding here. Gothic Warband, definitely a threat. But I have the left flank under my control, punched through with some knock horse and first wave lancers, very strong charge cav. And come for a recharge in here. a little bit badly aimed right there. So the Knock Horse and the first wave Lancers carry a lance, a sword and a bow, so very versatile units, although the 2 arrows are a bit pathetic. And at this point I'm a little bit concerned because I have so few units on the battlefield. Those Bosphorus warriors get surrounded and will eventually break. I have the fear, and my cav is a little bit out of position here. I have not much strong cav left. But on the other hand, my opponent fields a lot of Ostrogothic pikemen, who are strong from the front apparently, but not versatile at all. I intercept the enemy cav with my shock. Oh, I saw the penalty here. And also the fire arrows do some moral damage, so as you can see all of the riders are routing and get destroyed because of all the incoming arrows. So that was a trade-off. I finally were able to catch the elite Germanic archers. Definitely a situation they don't want to be in, although it's only like... What the hell? I don't want to get to my first wave lancers. Interestingly enough, it shows an arch symbol there. That's odd.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
And at this point, it's a very bloody battle. It's grinding it out slowly. Though I am quite optimistic. I have strong infantry left. My opponent only has pikes and 1 sword unit, though quite at full health. This Ostrogothic pikes at 120 are a concern, so I run away. I just don't want to get caught on the front. And now I realize I have to use my Knock Horse to full extent. I wonder how much they kill here on the charge. As you can see, even Hunnic mounted bows, who are not strong at all on a charge and in prolonged melee, have killed quite a lot of these Paladini defectors, who are not a weak unit. I were able to charge the pikes from the back. That's bad for them. As you can see, the numbers drop very fast. And now I'm able to surround these pikes. And these pikes are out of position and like moving oddly. Here we have some returned Gothic warband. They should rout very soon. 1 charge should be enough. And generally, I believe the battles are a little bit quicker and faster than in Rome 2. Units die more easily. Like one downhill charge just puts them all to the ground. They don't last over 10 minutes very often. This one was a rather long battle because a lot of skirmishing at the beginning. But as you can see, I'm mopping up the floor. Though it's a close battle, so good game to my opponent. Though, if there are only pikes left, there's nothing he can do. Now I can recharge them for good, and they will eventually rout. I should have charged my Hunnic mounted bows into the back. So they are rid of ammunition. They have 1 or 2 volleys left. 1 ammunition, okay. And now they're wavering and will rout soon. So that's the GG. A close battle. A Pyrrhic victory for me, fortunately. And I like the Huns as a faction. They are strong. They have strong infantry. They have one of the strongest infantry with this Bosphorus infantry. And decent meat shields. I love the Hunnic mounted bows, and of course super strong shock and melee cav. So I'm gonna play a little bit more often as the Huns in the future. Good game to my opponent, and I thank you all for watching. See you soon.